My name is Dottie and I'm stitching Scotty, and this is Flosstube number 34. And this is all about cross stitch. Even if you don't like cross stitch or you've never heard of cross stitch or floss tube, hopefully you'll find something interesting and you'll want to stay tuned, because I do love to share my love of cross stitch. And welcome to all the new subscribers I've had. My numbers have went up a little bit and I really appreciate it. I appreciate the word of mouth shout outs, especially from Lynn. Thank you so much. She's a fellow floss tuber and lives in Texas, and I live in South Carolina, so it's a long way. But one of these days, I hope we can get together and stitch. That would be so much fun, Lynn. Or maybe we'll meet up at a retreat. That would be nice. I didn't get to go to StitchCon this year. I was really planning on it, and I was all ready to hit that go button. I had my little Stitching Scotty shirt ready, which of course I do not have on today because I did not want to go back up the stairs. But as you notice, I'm filming in a different location today. It's in our den. I just wanted to just share my love of cross stitch today and welcome everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Now, what do we have to look forward to today? Well, I have some past FFOs as usual because I've been stitching a long time. And I also have no FFOs current and no finishes. What else is new here lately? It's just been a busy time for me, and I'll explain all that later at the end of the video if anybody cares to hear. But anyway, then we have a freebie, a free chart where you can go and pick up a free chart and download that. We have whips, of course, because you know me, I have lots of whips. I love whips or works in progress. And I'm sorry, for new cross stitchers, FFOs to me are finally finished objects. Now I finished them, you know, the stitching part, but when I say finally finished, that means framing, pillow, making to a pillow, a small, or whatnot, or flat fold, something. But anyway, mine just, they lay around for a while, and you know, then they finally get finished when the finishing bug bites me, and it's few and far between. But anyway, we would be outside, except it's a rainy day here in South Carolina, but it's nice. The weather's been in the 90s, and enough about that. So let's get started about cross stitch. Okay, the first thing I have are past finishes. And you know me, I love my little pillows, and this is one. I don't think I've showed this one. If I have, I'm so sorry. It says, I love my dog. This was a Pound Mountain design pillow, a small mini pillow. It came with a pillow form and the Ada cloth, which was 14 count, and the little button, the little heart button. And you know me, I'm stitching Scotty. I do love my little Scotty dogs, but I love most all dogs, yes. But anyway, I used the DMC floss, which I provided. They had the chart, the button, and the pillow form, and the fabric. And this was a really quick stitch. And I did this like I would say, you know, like at ball games and such, when I would watch my kids. Now, the next thing I'm showing is not available anymore either. I'm so sorry. I don't even remember where I got this, to be perfectly honest. Now I'm like, where's the pattern? Oh, there it is. Okay. I've got stacks and I forgot which stack I put it in. But anyway, I don't even know where I purchased this. Because I removed the price tag, of course, because, you know, we never want to know how much stuff costs. But this is made by Dreams of Stitches. And this is called Hearts and Flowers. And it's a cute little basket. I think it's what you call a Nantucket basket. And it even had the finishing instructions with the on the back of the graph, and to tell you how to do it, and the polyfill and everything. And this one is quite old. Here's my little basket that came with a kit, because this was a kit. And you open it up, and there was a little place to put like a little a votive candle that won't come out. Anyway, it's a little container in there, and you lined it with fabric, and you had the DMC that you made your own cording. And this is the design. Oops, hang on. Okay, this is the design. Let me knock my little dragonfly around. And I thought that was so pretty. And this is done on Yeah, it is. It's done with DMC flosses, and this is done on 28 count linen, if I'm not mistaken. This is a 2003 pattern. I've just found it. But I've looked everywhere. I've looked on eBay. I've looked on Etsy, and nothing seems to come up for Dreams of Stitches. But I just think this is so, so, so pretty. And it's a shame that it's out of print. It's very dainty. And that's what I liked about it. And it was a very, very quick stitch. And the little dragonfly charm also came with it. So anyway, that's one of my past FFOs. Then another past FFO I have is it's by Shepherd's Bush. And you know how when you finish things, I guess I must have given the pattern to somebody, or it's somewhere, or I lost it, I don't know. But I have other patterns like this, but I don't have this particular one. This is Grow by Shepherd's Bush. And I bought the button pack that goes with, that was separate. And it says, grow where you are planted. And here's the G. And this is done on 10 count Tula. And I just thought this was so pretty. And it used Gentle Arts and Weeks Dye Works threads. And just so, so pretty. And I used 3 strands of floss. Yes, 3 strands of floss over 1 thread, because it was 10 count. And then to finish it, I had, yeah, her name was Diane, but I can't remember anything else. But anyway, she finished this for me, because at the time I was working full time and I was very, very busy. Didn't have time hardly to cross stitch. But anyway, she made the little border around with the green where I provided the fabric. And then I had the yellow and the green fabric. I just thought it was very bright and sunshiny. And then she made me a little hanger, just like they had on the pattern. And she stuffed it with polyfill for me and made piping. And I just thought this was just so cute. And this hangs on the hall tree in my foyer. But Grow by Shepherd's Bush. And this pattern is still available. All right. And then next, we have from Little House Needleworks, Heart of America. And I figured since everybody's stitching 4th of July stuff, at the bottom it says Land of the Free. At the top it says Liberty. And we've got Peace, Freedom, Honor, Old Glory. And then it's got a place over here to put the year. So I'll show you this one. And I liked the frame so much. And the frame came from... yeah, or no, that was the fabric. The frame came from Family Tree, and the style is Beatrice, and it's 12 by 15 in the color Blackbird. So, and it has that on the back of the pattern. This is a 2008 pattern, but it is still available with, it was a special release from Little House Needleworks, and it's still available. And I just love the carving on the top. But this is my finished piece, and I do apologize for the glare. And what I'll do is I'll get closer. Well, maybe I won't. Okay, I'll do this so you can see. And you can see I finished this one in 2010. And this was a stitch along that we did at our stitch club at Pandas Crossing, my local needlework shop. And the little stars and the crow buttons, I bought those, and the sheep and the acorn. But I really enjoyed doing this. In every little box, it was like having a separate finish. So it was just so cute. And I had this framed at Stitch and Frame in Rock Hill. They do the best framing. And I will say, I hear people, lots of Flosstubers, oh, I got this framed at Michael's. I got this framed at Hobby Lobby. I mean, they do nice framing, but a professional framer does really, really great framing, and Stitch and Frame is much cheaper than Hobby Lobby and Michael's, I have found, and their turnaround time is quicker also. and they are used to dealing with needlework mostly. It's almost exclusively. So, you know, she checks every piece that comes out, Peggy does. And it's just amazing, you know, the price difference. I was amazed. So it's an 1.5-hour drive from my house, but it's well worth it. So you might want to check out some local framers. Some are more expensive. We've got one here in town that's more expensive, but some are cheaper and they still do quality work. So just a little tip. So, but anyway, okay. The next thing, that's all my past FFOs. And of course, like I said, I have no current FFOs as usual, but I'll explain all that later. Okay, our next is going to be our freebie today, our free chart. This is from the Primitive Hair, and it's summertime, and everybody is all into stitching bees. So I thought, I'll find a bee freebie chart, and sure enough, I did on Isabel's website. And this is her fabric. It's Old Salem, and it's a dark spotted, extra spotted or something like that. And this is the bee. And of course she's from Italy, so up near Milan. So that's, I guess, the word for bee. I'm really not sure. You could leave that off. This would make a nice fob or just a little small or something. It's just really, really cute. So you will find this at www.theprimitivehair /blogspot.com, and then you just look under freebies. And she's got lots of different free things, but that was the most summary. So that's why I thought I would choose that one. But I love her patterns. Some of them are my favorites, and you know, some are not my cup of tea, but there's always different patterns, you know, with different companies that you like and that you don't like. But overall, everything she does is just beautiful, beautiful. She's a sweet, sweet lady. I've had the luxury of meeting her in person and taking one of her classes. So it's just great. She's a great teacher too. Okay, enough of that. So the next thing is, what am I stitching on? Okay. All right. Well, you know, last weekend was Blackbird Sow weekend. Well, guess what? Had to work. This is twice I've had to work during the Blackbird Sow weekend. Sorry for the rattling. And I didn't have a lot of time, so I didn't do a lot of didn't get a lot of stitching done, but I did get some done, and then found out I had made a mistake. Yes, don't you just hate it? Here lately, I've just done that a lot. I don't know what's going on with that, but anyway, this one's on 32 count Confederate gray. And I've not ironed anything. I do apologize, but I just couldn't do it today. Okay, and this is my pattern that I'm working on, American Eagle, and I'm on the house. I thought, well, I'll start with the biggest thing, and then I'll have so much accomplished. Yeah. Okay, and this one uses Gentle Arts, all except for one floss is Weeks Dye Works, Pelican Gray. And the design size is 93 by 114. And the Confederate Gray fabric is my Weeks Dye Works. And I'm pretty sure mine's the old one, because it's real wimpy. I hate to say that, but it's just kind of loosey-goosey. But anyway, I guess wimpy is not a good word to say. But anyway. But all right, here's my wrinkled thing. And I rip, and I put some more back in. I had to put all this back in, and then I had to do the window, and then I got 1 or 2 lines below the windows, and that's all I got done. And then I was like, you know, I'm very disgusted because I messed up, so I moved on to something else because it wasn't making me happy right then. So I will be coming back to this before Blackbird Sow weekend to kind of feel like I'm back on track, but yeah. Anyway, so it's the pattern calls for 1 thread over 2. Wait a minute. 2 strands of floss over 2 threads. Yeah. No. Let's back this up yet again. It calls for 1 strand of floss over 2 threads. Now that I've got everybody thoroughly confused. But I did not like the coverage. It was too skimpy. So I used 2 strands of thread floss over 2 threads. Ugh. Goodness gracious. Well, there's your funny moment for the day. Okay, and these are my flosses, maybe. And I had to use 1 Weeks Dye Works that was called for, the 3863, because I didn't have the correct color. So there's those. All right, so I'll be taking that one out again soon because I'm feeling in the notion. But sometimes when I mess up, it's like, let's just toss that one and we'll just pick that up later. So that's the plan. All right, next, oops, wait. Okay, now, okay, next, you know, I'm not doing, oh, dadgummit. I'm not doing 24 hours of, sorry about wobbling the camera. I'm not doing 24 hours of cross stitch this weekend because I have to work. So my schedule is just not the way their schedule is. And I just know I will not have 24 hours to put in or even anywhere close to that. So I'm just like, I'm so done with that for this month. I may like get back on track next month. But I do love doing my 24 hours of cross stitch when I do have time. Okay, Whip Go is next. And this month, Jessie Marie, which is the month of June, she called out numbers 1 and 17. And my number in a Whip Go board is works in progress. And it's kind of like a bingo. And you make your own bingo board, which I did. And mine's very homemade. Because it's like the time I could spend doing this on the computer, I can be stitching. And my time is limited, so you know how that goes. But anyway, this is number 1, and I'm saying I'm going to have a finish on the nativity. It might be cutting it a little close because right now I'm still about at the halfway mark. This is Nativity Row by Bent Creek. And I just saw that and I thought, oh, this is so pretty. You know, it would get done if I would actually make time to work on it. This is done on 28 count. Yeah, it just left me. We'll just be cheating and looking. 28 count Cashel Smoky Pearl. And it's 2 strands of floss over 2 threads. Got that. Okay, and this is my progress. And you can see where I've had my hoop and wadded it up and all the things. Finally, all my wise men actually have bodies now. And they have the frankincense, gold, and myrrh in the bowls that they're carrying. And we have half a piece of an angel right there behind it. And when I get the angel done, the right half of the chart will be finished. And then I'll be ready to go and do the left half of the chart. And this one is, how many threads? Let me see. Okay, this is 310 threads. Oh goodness, 310 stitches times 30. So it ends up, if you do it on 32 count linen, 19.4 by 1.9. Mine's going to be a little bit bigger than that because mine's on 28 count. But anyway, and it also uses 3 DMCs, 1 Classic Color Works, a lot of Weeks Dye Works, and a few Gentle Arts. I've had to sub several DMC flosses for the Fancy Floss because I just did not have those and I couldn't get to the store. But the, you know, I've showed you the metallic thread before, and I'm going to show it to you again in case you're new. This is one of them, the DMC flosses. It's like a E382. I think it's light effects or special effects or something like that. But anyway, just cut short lengths when you do that, and you shouldn't have any trouble. But hopefully I'll get this angel finished this week and be able to move over to this side and get down to business on this one, because I really, really, really want to have this one done so I can have it up by Christmas. And, or it could be a gift. Who knows? You never can tell. Okay. And the next Whip Go project I had in my little project bag. Oh, I just love it. This one's number 17. And, you know, I'm stitching Scotty. And when they had this project bag for sale at my local needlework shop, Pandas Crossing, I had to buy it. And look, it's got Scotty dogs all over it. I know y'all are tired of seeing that, but I like my project bags. And, you know, I didn't get any for so long. But anyway, my number 17 is Santa Claus is Coming to Town by Priscilla and Chelsea, the Real Housewives of Cross Stitch, or Stitching with the Housewives if you go in their Etsy shop. This one uses classic color works. The stitch count is 70 by 95, so it finishes about 5 by 7. And I've even got the cute little mailbox it goes on. I got the last one in Greenville last year. Maybe they'll have them out again this year. I hope so. But anyway, I'm using all the call for threads, and they're just a jumble, or I would show them to you. The chart is very easy to read, and it's in color, which is kind of nice. You know, I haven't worked on many color charts, but this one, you know, it's kind of nice. I've enjoyed that. And of course, y'all were aware that when I had stitched it, I had to take the pine branch out and re-stitch it. I don't know what's up with me having to take things out here lately. But all I needed to get on this one was 400 stitches. So I got so carried away, I did 563 stitches, and I got my pine branch all done, because I said I'm not going to stop until I get my pine branch done. Now I do need to add the berries. I guess it's a holly branch, probably, since it's got berries. But anyway, my holly branch is done, except for the berries, and I'll add those soon. So we'll find out what Santa Claus is doing eventually. But I'm going to pick that one up in Jolly July, which is coming up. And I can't wait to do some more on that one, because it's such a fun project. And it's 28 count even weave linen from Fat Quarter Shop, and I did 2/2. So that one's really, really nice. I enjoy working on that one. Okay. Next we have, hang on, because I'm about to get something mixed up that doesn't belong there. Okay, so that's Whip Go, and on the 27th, Jessie Marie will call 2 more numbers, and so I can get some more works in progress done, because you see, I do not have as many colored things in as Gary does from the Sunshine Stitchers. But you go, Gary, I'm happy for you. Okay, next is the Wizard of Oz Sal, and this was in my other project bag. I just love it. And she told me not to mention her name again, so I won't. Okay, but anyway, chapter 3 has now come out, and it's from Satsuma Street. It's the Wizard of Oz Satsuma Street Secret Sal. Okay, fancy way to store your floss when you're working on a project. Anyway, I'm using all DMC flosses, which is what's called for. And this is done on 28 count Star Sapphire linen. And I just bought a fat quarter, and I had it in my stash for quite some time. And of course, you know, the Witchell is kind of, is the right side? Yeah. The Witchell is kind of stiff, but it kind of eases up, you know, after you have it for a while. And, you know, as me, I'm always behind, but I do get things done. So, as you see, chapter 1 was where you did all the borders. So, I've got about half, almost, of the borders. Because, yet again, did I have to rip out. And then chapter 1 was also 4 of these. But I only have 1 of those done. But that's okay. The rainbow section went very quick. And then chapter 2 was the witch. This is Glinda the Good Witch. And I think she's in The Good Witch of the North, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm still working on that. And chapter 3 is going to be down here. And I've already printed that out. And I'm ready to hurry up and get this one, chapter 2, finished so I can start on chapter 3. It's really, really cute. And chapter 3 is the Scarecrow and the Tin Man and the Lion. It's just so, so cute. I'll show you a picture. This is what it's going to look like so far. So you see I'm lacking here. But that's okay. It will get finished sometime. You know, slow and steady wins the race. So see, I've got two little midgets in there munchkins that I need to do, and then I can move on to the Scarecrow and the Tin Woodsman and the Lion. Oh, I can't wait, can't wait, can't wait. Oh, and of course Dorothy's in the poppy field asleep. I just now saw her. Too cute. But yeah, I'm enjoying working on that one, and I really have a hard time putting this one down when I do pick it up. But I do try to stitch on it about 30 minutes every day. But the last 2 or 3 days, I did not make my 30-minute-a-day goal. So we're going to get back on that. So that's going to be fun. And if you want to participate in the sale, you can go to the Etsy shop and look up Satsuma Street Wizard of Oz, and you can purchase the patterns, and they'll send them to you PDFs as they come out. And it's an Instagram account, and it's like hashtag Satsuma Street Sale. It's not Wizard of Oz Sale, it's just Satsuma Street Sale, and then it just goes in there with all the other ones she's done, like Alice in Wonderland and stuff. So anyway, that one's really, really nice. So the other sale that I've not mentioned this month, and I bet everybody's like, well, she's fallen off the wagon on the monthly Orny sale. No, I have not. I do, however, I just kind of was really concentrating on my whip goes for that, because I knew I could finish up my little monthly Orny sale pretty quick. Hopefully. So this month I picked out a Mill Hill piece again, and this one is another Halloween, and it's Moonstruck Manor. I just thought that was so pretty, you know, just kind of Halloween-y, fall-y looking, because it's got the pumpkin. And I haven't decided if I'm going to make a refrigerator magnet or an ornament out of this. It'll probably be a refrigerator magnet until I get my Halloween tree. I still don't have one. But this comes with the floss, the beads, the pumpkin treasure. Let me do that. Yeah. Okay. And then the magnet, needle, other beads, and your perforated paper, everything you need to do the kit. And it's a very reasonable price. The only thing that's not included, scissors. And everybody has scissors. So anyway, and the chart's very easy to read. And this is like 14 count perforated paper. And this is my progress so far. So hopefully I'll have this one done by the end of the month so I can be up to date on my monthly Orny sale. Okay, and it uses all DMC flosses, and it's 2 strands over 1 perforated paper count. Okay, so there's that. So hopefully you'll see that one some more too. All right, the next thing is what have I been stitching on besides that's keeping me from finishing what I need to finish. You know, what have I been like, oh, I'm so excited I get to stitch on this, I get to stitch on this. Well, I've really, really, really been working on my Stars and Stripes by Cherry Hill Stitchery. Excuse me. It's really, really pretty. I'm enjoying working on it. My PDF is a little, yeah. I probably should have laminated it or printed it on cardstock. This is why I don't do PDFs very much. But anyway, this is the design. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, that is just too cute. So, I downloaded this from, I think, Fat Quarter Shop, if I'm not mistaken. And it's on a piece of dirty linen I had that was 28 count in my stash, and or some people call it raw linen. I'm using all DMC flosses, and it only uses 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 colors. And the pattern is, oh, and the good thing about these is they come in black and white and color. And it doesn't have the stitch count. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So it's about 110 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's about 110 by 80, 75 something. And this is my progress on my needing desperately to be ironed piece. I used 2 strands of DMC floss over 2 threads, and hopefully I'll be able to iron more next time. But I really enjoyed this. Now, I did substitute one thing, because when I was camping, as I told you last week, on the green here at the top, I didn't have one of the DMC colors. So I had a sulky thread, and I substituted that from my Moo the Merrier collection. I think it was the forest green color. So, and I used 1 strand of the sulky thread. So I'll do my little design at the bottom and 1 star, and then poof, that will be done. And hopefully I can have it ready sometime in July. That would be nice. So I may get it done and FFO'd this year, and I may not. It just depends. We'll just have to wait and see. Okay, and the next thing I have, and this is it's another sow that I belong to. How many sows do I belong to? Who knows? We do not know. Oops, wait a minute. I'm about to lose something else. I want to make sure I have my picture of my patterns with my patterns. Excuse the zipping and unzipping. Okay, the next thing I have is the Country Cottage Needlework Sow. And this is the sampler of the month. And this is the June. Okay. And it's done on a piece of strange linen from my stash. It's just, I would say it's like a almond kind of color. I don't think there is an almond color. And yet again, this one also needs ironing. And it's 2 strands over 2. And you notice I ripped out all of this, and I had to do it again, and then I did it again, and then did some added the, I guess those are lemons, and then added those in that little bit of really tilly border. And this uses Classic Colorworks flosses, and I'm using all the called for colors. And I do apologize for the wrinkling. I really do. If I'd known they were this wrinkled, I might have made a little more effort, but it was either show it wrinkled and not do a video, or do a video and do a video, or show it not wrinkled and don't do a video. But anyway, this is a group on Facebook, and it's the Country Cottage Needlework Sampler of the Month sale. If you just go on there, it's an ongoing sale. And you can see everybody's works. It's really a neat thing. Okay, and then, last but not least, I haven't stitched on this one in a while. This is called the Never Ending Cycle. And I got this at a retreat at Pandas Cross Stitching and Beading. Sorry. And we were nice, and she was nice enough to serge our fabric. And this is the pattern. It's from Hands On Design. And I showed it last week on the little washboard finished. That's how I'm going to have mine finished. Do all 3, because there's 3 patterns. Now this one is a 5x7. It's on 32 count white Belfast linen. And It uses DMC flosses, only 6. And let's see, the stitch for the entire count is, or no, this one stitch is 63 by 91. So it's rather small to medium, small, medium chart. And I did 2 strands over 2, and I wadded it up as best I could so it'd be nice and wrinkled. But I got the little coat hangers, and I got the word laundry started. So I'm really enjoying doing this, and I want to hurry up and get mine done, so I will get them all 3 done and get them on the washboard. It's just so cute. But really, the letters go really fast. I don't mind doing letters. A lot of people say that they don't like doing letters, but I'm just going, oh, this is going so quick. I love it. I love it. And I just stitch and stitch and stitch. So that's always nice to get to do that. Okay, so that's what I've been stitching on this week. Even though I didn't have a lot of time, I tried to sit down most every day. Some days I would only get like 20 or 30 stitches done, and I would be waking up with my needle in my hand and my hoop in my hand. Yeah. So what are my plans? Okay, well, I usually don't like to get on Flosstube and talk about health problems or anything, but I'm not going to be on Flosstube for a couple of weeks probably, because I'm going to have surgery on Tuesday on my back. So I have 2 fantastic surgeons. It's going to be a robotic non-invasive back surgery, and I will I've been having a lot of pain since Christmas, and so I just like to ask for your prayers. And I will miss everyone, but I will be back. But that's part of why I couldn't iron everything, and part of why I'm still downstairs, because it just, you know, it's just not good. But anyway, tomorrow's another day, and Tuesday's coming up, and I cannot wait. I have things to do, cross stitch to do, places to go, and people to see. And that's why I didn't get to go to StitchCon this year. I was so afraid I couldn't make it. So, and I didn't want to get somewhere and get stuck. So anyway, but hopefully next year. Okay, now let's talk about happier things. And I just want to share my haul with you. Okay, first, I got the, a friend gave me the April, May, June, and I am so excited to get this. I thought these waxy moon designs were just beautiful, so I can't wait to stitch this one. So I'll probably save it till a little later in the year, because it is April, May, and June's almost over. So that'll probably be a next year monthly thing. All right, and Stitching Book Club is starting back up, and I had went to Etsy with the Sapphire Mountain Handcrafts with Kristen Ashley, and I had joined the Little Women's Sale, and it starts, or it started June the 12th. So, of course, I've not started yet, but it uses all DMC flosses, and it's got a little bit of back stitch, and this is part 1. I think this one's a 4-parter, maybe. Let me look. She gives great instructions. The patterns are very neat, and they're large, easy to read patterns, and it's just wonderful. And she even tells you where to start and everything. And usually with these, she gives you like a finishing tutorial also. And we have monthly book discussions on Facebook, and if you'll follow Stitching Book Club on Instagram and Facebook, you can pick up on those also, whether you stitch it or not. But this is part 1, and it's going to be so pretty. And I love the book Little Women, so I thought, gotta do that one. All right, and then I just happened, when I was ordering something from Primrose Cottage Stitches, I happened to run across the Be Happy Mystery Stitch Along, and it's 45 by 112, and this started June the 8th also, And I just received my pattern and my floss this week. So I've got to pick me out a piece of white cloth or something, and it says happy, be humble. No, be happy, be humble. See, we got the B up there, and then there's another part down there. So it's already on week 2, and it's 45 by 112, and this is Primrose Cottage. So you can go to their Etsy shop, primrosecottages.etsy.com. And I'll link that below also, just like the Little Women and the Satsuma Street Sale. And here's my floss. So it doesn't use a lot of floss, just DMC. Okay, and the next thing I got, I can't wait to do this for Jolly July, is And to All a Good Night by Stitching with the Housewives. And when I saw this, I was like, oh, I've got to have that. I've got to have that. It's just so cute because I love seeing Santa Claus fly over the houses. It's just too cute. And this uses classic color works. It's 251 by 63. And it's on 28 count black even weave. So I can't wait. Ooh, ooh. And then I received my Prim Stitch series, Hands and Heart to God, number 12 of 12. And that's a future project that I'll be doing. So that's number 12. So I'm really excited. Got this from Fat Quarter Shop. And then last but not least, I got my issue of the Just Cross Stitch magazine, Sail into Summer. And I always enjoy seeing all the new things that they have. There's the new Mill Hill pieces on the back. And I thought the front pattern, I thought that was really cute. I enjoyed looking at that. And then they had some really cute things. They've got some Christmas things. And of course, you know, my Christmas sale that I'm doing, yeah, that's went by the wayside too. The next part of that is out. So I can't wait to pick that back up in Jolly July and get started on that. That was going to be my 30-minute a day, and I was like, oh, Wizard of Oz, I got to do that. So you'll find I flip around from things to things, but I do thing to thing, but I do try to keep up. But this is the Christmas Quaker sale that I'm doing, and I'm still on part 1. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a day late, but that's okay. But anyway, I'm going to miss everyone. I just ask for your prayers, and I'm looking forward to not having as much pain. That would be great. So until I see you next time, I hope you have fun crossing all the X's and making French knots and Smyrna stitches and all kinds of things, and beading on your pieces. And be sure and share some things on Instagram so I can look and enjoy those. And until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.